Hey, hope everyone's having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to show you my morning stretching routine, and I'm also going to be going over some viewer questions. So this is a routine that I do every morning, and I do it sometime in between the time I wake up and the time I do my workout. Now, I generally wake up around 6:30 to 7 in the morning, and I'll do my workout at 11 a.m. So I'll typically do this little stretching routine around 8 or 9 in the morning. And it's just a routine to help loosen up, kind of get the blood flowing in the morning. I don't go super hard with my stretches here. This is just, very light stretching, just kind of get, like I said, get the blood flow in the morning and things like that, and stretch out and kind of prepare myself for the day and my workout as well. So I wanted to go over some viewer questions because I get a lot of the same questions, which is totally fine because I know there's new people always finding my channel, which is great. And I was just going to go over some of these questions here because I get a lot of these same questions. So one of the recent questions was, do I track my macros? Do I track how much protein and calories that I eat? And the answer is I don't do it every day, but I do it on occasion. So I do have quite a few videos in my What I Eat in a Day video playlist where I actually track the macros, how much protein, carbs, fat, and calories that I eat. So if you're interested in that type of information, go ahead and look through my What I Eat playlist, and you're going to see certain titles of videos like how much protein I eat in a day, different titles like that. And you can click on those videos and you'll see the details of the actual macro breakdown. Now, I actually posted a video yesterday morning where I did the breakdown. And I can tell you I'm typically getting between 2,500 and 3,500 calories a day. So I'd say the average is about 3,000. Again, it's the average. It could be more, it could be a little less. As far as how much protein I'm getting, typically about 60 grams a day. Could be a little less, could be a little more. The typical breakdown between carbohydrate, fat, and protein that I get is generally about 70% carbohydrate, 20% fat, and 10% protein. Now that's in general. Again, it could be a little less. There could be a video I show where my carbohydrate is 65%, my fat's 25%, and the protein's 10%. There could be a day where I'm eating just mostly fruit, where the carbohydrate's higher and the fat and protein are even lower. But in general, I'm somewhere in that 70, 20, 10 range. I also get a lot of questions about my workout routine, so I'm going to go over that here as well. And what I've been doing for quite a while now is I've been strength training 2 to 3 days a week, and I've been running 2 to 3 days a week with 1 to 2 rest days a week. And my strength training days are very simple. I'll typically do body weight exercises like pull-ups, push-ups, squats, and I'll do 2 rounds, basically 2 rounds of each move. So it'll be 6 sets total, and that's 2 to 3 times a week. My workouts probably take 30 minutes. And then as far as my running, that's 2 to 3 days a week. And right now specifically, I'm starting to train for a half marathon. So right now I'm running 3 days a week. I'm having a day that's a longer run, that's maybe 6 to 10 miles, and then 2 days that are shorter runs, maybe 4 to 5 miles. So that's what I'm doing specifically right now for my workout routine. I keep it pretty simple. As far as my age, height, and weight, I'm 45 years old, almost 46. I'm just a hair under 6 feet tall. I'm about 5'11 and a half, and I weigh 168 pounds. And I've maintained that for quite a while. I've been eating a higher carbohydrate, I'd say, plant-based diet for about 12 years. Now, before that, I weighed about 20 pounds more. I weighed about 188 pounds. I was kind of puffy, more inflamed. So I trimmed down, I got more ripped once I changed to more of a plant-based diet. And I also incorporate intermittent fasting. So each day, I don't usually have my first meal until about 12 or 1 p.m. And I try to finish eating around 7 p.m. So on a general day, I'm fasting for about 18 hours with about a 6-hour eating window. Again, that's in general. If I go out of town or I'm on vacation or something, there can always be exceptions. But this is just what I do on a typical day. And then I also get the question about supplements and B12. And I don't really take any supplements. I have taken B12 on occasion. I haven't taken it in a while, but I sometimes do take B12. And that is really the only supplement that I can think of that I have taken any time in the last couple of years. Now, a few years back, I used to take sometimes the Marcus Roscrans Green Pro C powder, which is a green powder. It has, it's basically a whole plant powder made from whole plants. You can find that at his website, Marcus Roscrans Products. And, but it's been a few years since I've even had that. So as of right now, yeah, I don't really take any supplements other than an occasional B12, and that's it. Another question I've been getting a lot lately is if I'm worried about oxalates in my diet, and I've never paid any attention to that. So I don't really have a good answer, but well, the answer is I'm not worried about it. I don't seem to have any, problems with the foods that I eat, but if I ever did, then I would definitely look into it. But as of now, no, I'm not worried about it because I don't seem to be having any issues. Some people say that if they ate the amount of fruit that I do, it would give them blood sugar issues and cause them problems. And what my response to that is, if you're eating fruit and you're getting issues with your blood sugar or whatever issues that you're having with your health, that's not because of the fruit. That's because you're eating too much fat, you're eating too many animal products, you're eating too much processed foods. So my suggestion would be to cut out or lower the animal products and the processed foods and actually eat more fruit. And that is how you are going to fix those issues. If you're having blood sugar issues, it's not the fruit, it's the other foods that you're eating with it. And when you're eating more fatty foods, the sugars aren't able to get into the cells and do their job like they should. And then you get a lot of sugar in the blood. So my suggestion again would be to maybe try doing only fruit or fruit and vegetables only for a certain amount of time, get your body cleaned out, and then your body's going to be able to process the fruit the way that it should. So that was it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out my plant-based recipe ebook. I have it in the description box below the video. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I hope everyone has a great day. And I'll be back soon with another video. Bye-bye.